All right, we have an action.
Every time?
I'm back, baby.
I don't know how he's back. Hey, you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're back with another
John Cast.
So I'm going to be creating today's makeup look for you guys. I have John here with me. We have some things we're talking about.
Hey, hey.
We're not arguing today, though. That's good.
All good thoughts today.
All good things. I actually love having him in here with me, hanging out, chatting while I'm doing my makeup.
She said it, not me.
I don't know if the microphone is necessary every single time, but
No, it is. It's
it
required.
is necessary.
I might get a bigger one. That might be
a bigger
cooler.
microphone?
Yeah.
Maybe get one of those big fuzzy
Yeah,
things
yeah.
and have it hanging down in front of you.
I need that.
And you can like hold it like this.
I need it. I also would like to have like a walkie-talkie, like a over sound
No.
when I'm done talking.
That reminds me of Stewie. Shh, over.
Over.
Brian, pick up. Over.
What?
Brian, please say over when you finish talking. Over.
Anyway, so I'm going to be doing like a walkthrough of this makeup look, which I love. I kind of wanted to create something that feels like I'm wearing makeup, you know, a pretty eyeshadow look without being like full glam situation, because we're going to Italy next week and I'm really excited about it. So that's kind of like my inspo for today's look, like a one eyeshadow, fairly quick makeup look. So that's what I have going on today. Also, I'm gonna be featuring the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Foundation. Today's video is created in partnership with Makeup Forever. Woo woo. As you guys know, I love this foundation. It's comfortable, easy to apply. It's very lightweight on the skin. It looks like a second skin, which is one of the reasons why I love it. And I feel like it works in all different climates. Anyway, you guys, here we go. We're gonna get started. John?
Also, disclaimer, I did not have a microphone for the first few shots,
You usually don't.
but I did get one later. So I advise that you stay for the whole tutorial. Just saying.
Just saying. All right, you guys.
Let's do this shit.
First thing I'd like to address that I'm noticing while I'm sitting here is, can we talk about how uneven these sleeves are?
I love it.
Wait, what? I get a lot of questions on if I still fill in my brows after I got microbladed, and the answer is yes, I do. One, I definitely like to have a pretty bold brow, you know, but I feel like when I got microbladed, it helped me so much with my shape. Like, it's not as strong as like my mom's. My mom's microblading, you can see every single thing, and that's because she was better with her aftercare than I am. Let's see how quickly I fill in my brow now. It used to take me like 10 minutes per brow because I would have to figure out the shaping. I'm super, super happy I did it. I feel like it definitely filled in a lot of the bald spots that I had, or a lot of the thinner spots. And this is my favorite pencil, the Sigma brow pencil. This is in the shade Dark. I love this one because not super ashy, but it's very neutral. Like, it's not warm at all. My brow hair is very, very dark, but it's very neutral. It doesn't have any warmth in it whatsoever. So that's why this is my favorite pencil. I love this one. Boom. And our brows are pretty much done here. So I usually do this, and then after I finish my whole makeup, I'll go back in and touch up if I need to. I want to do my eyeshadow first, but we just prime and prep the skin first. Put on a little bit of concealer. I've gone back to using the P. Louise base. So because it is a little bit brighter, I like to really just focus it more on the lid, apply it with a blending brush. Otherwise, I kind of look like I have like ski goggle situation. John's feeling chatty this morning. He's getting his mic, you guys. Watch out.
All right. John has a microphone. John has a microphone. Go for John.
For some reason, talking to you while I do my makeup feels very easy, but when I'm talking to like myself,
Because it's not normal to have a conversation with yourself.
it's not normal to have a conversation. Okay, I'm gonna start my eyeshadow. I'm gonna be using the Persona Cosmetics palette today. This is the Identity palette. She just launched a new one, but I'm gonna go with this one today. It's a little bit more earthy. We're going to Italy next week. Yay, very excited.
Me as well.
John's going too. So we're gonna be there for, how many days is it total?
10, I believe.
That's the longest we've been gone in a minute, right?
Probably since Taft was president.
Why do you keep saying that?
Where were we? We were talking about Italy?
Oh yeah, we were talking about Italy. So I kind of wanted to try out a look that I would like to do often there. Something simple, but still very pretty. By the way, I love this brush. This is the Kylie 15. Do you see how big it is? Very fluffy. I love doing this for like a wash of color. It's perfection.
Do you remember Italy at all from our trip? Like Florence?
Oh yeah, I remember Florence. So John and I went to Italy like, was it 4 years ago?
Yeah, maybe 5.
Maybe 5. I think it was like right when we first moved to LA, we did like a family trip. It was so pretty. We did a bunch of different stops in Italy, and I'm pretty sure Florence was my favorite. I remember we stayed at this really cute hotel, and across the street there was like that panini place.
Oh, that was there?
Yeah. Ooh, I love this color. This is Maverick from the palette. This one here It's like a dusty, taupey, purpley situation. Anyway, so yeah, we're going back. We're staying in Florence for the first half, and then the second half we're gonna be in Tuscany. When I travel places, I typically tend to wear less makeup, right?
I think probably because time's not on your side.
Time. Usually like with the itinerary, I'm like, I don't really have a lot of time to do makeup, but I definitely wear like less dramatic eye makeup for sure. So that's kind of what I wanted to test out this look today. Kind of doing a wash of this one all over the lid.
Are you going to eat clean out there?
I feel like Italian food is clean.
Okay, are you going to eat healthy or
I
carb
feel,
light?
can I just say how I feel?
I would prefer if you did.
I feel like food in other countries is like different than here, you know?
I agree with you a little bit, but I also feel like we can gain some serious weight on this trip.
Yeah, probably.
I wish I could get like healthy before I go. That'd be sick. I
feel like you eat healthy now.
I stopped eating some Its at 7 p.m.
John's discovered Its. Did you ever eat Its before?
Yeah, I was more of the vanilla flavor,
Yeah.
but now I'm in the mint family, and wow, am I excited to be a part of it.
And now I want to do a slight smoked out wing. I always get requests to show how I do this, so I'm doing it today with a little bit of a softer look. Ooh, I love the way that turned out. Leaving a little bit of the lid naked. And I'm gonna try out the CoverGirl True Naked Queen Ship Cream Eyeshadow Stick. This is $9.50. Okay, so I've really been wanting to try these. You guys know I love my caviar eye sticks from Laura Mercier. But I was like, let's try the CoverGirl brand. The only thing is they're pretty metallic compared to what I'm used to. This one's a little bit like Smoke from Laura Mercier, which is kind of more of like really, really dark gray, not black, with a little bit of metallic in there. Typically I put eyeshadow on top of it anyway, so I feel like this might work. While we're here, we can talk about the keto train, how that's going.
Talk to him.
Pretty sure I said it on YouTube, but I stopped doing keto. Oh, great. When was it? When did we go to Mexico? When we went to Mexico, I just went in and I ate all the food pretty much. There's no other way to say it. I had been struggling with my sweet tooth anyway. So I was like, you know what? Let's try it out. I'm down. Let's do it.
Fuck it.
Yeah. So I have been not keto since then, trying to kind of like figure out a balance. And, you know, I've always wanted to be that person that can eat in moderation, you know? Like, when I can have a little of something, I have a really hard time stopping myself. Samesies. So I definitely don't think keto is for everybody, but for me, it was a really good learning experience. It's definitely, we're not eating like the same we did before we did keto, because we used to be eating like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches like right before bed.
I think we're on our way.
We're on our way there.
I think we're coming back to that.
I've said this before, I know the goal is to eat everything in moderation, right? It's to be able to go to a party and have one piece of cake and then that's it. Or be able to be home and have one serving of something and then move on with the rest of your day and eat healthy.
LOL.
It's just so easy for me to be like, all right, let's go to the store. And we're horrible. We'll be like, go to the store and buy like 3 pints of ice cream, a box of Its and Skinny Pop.
And then after we leave that store, we'll go to a bakery across the street.
This is true story. This happened
Literally 2 days ago. Do I regret any of it? Fuck no.
maybe a little bit.
A little bit. Yeah.
But I feel like you haven't put any weight back on, have you?
Oh, I have. I have some areas of concern.
The CoverGirl pencils definitely don't blend out as easily. Once they're on, they're kind of on. So I was having a little bit of trouble blending there. I'm gonna do my lashes now. So this is a style that I was wearing for a little bit and I tweaked them. I'll show you guys what I do here, but this is Lilly Lashes, the style Ella, and they look very, very dramatic, but I feel like trimming them and then putting mascara on, that makes them like look a little bit less intense. So here's like what they look like just out of the box, and I cut a lot off. Anyway, back to kind of what we were talking about, keto, how's it going? I'm having a hard time staying within my range right now and not just like really overindulging in a lot of food, which has always been my problem. But now it's just like so many doors have opened and I'm walking through them, you know? What about you, John?
Personally, I'm doing a keto during the day and off keto at night, so I believe I am doing high fat, high carbs.
High fat, high carb.
I'm gonna attempt to be like light carb throughout Italy. I
Yeah.
think that'll really help me. I think if I'm over there eating tiramisu and carbonara every fucking day, I'm in for it. You know what I mean? I can't do that. But at the same time, if I'm tired and I want to have a little panini or something, and it's like, that's all we got, that's the only option.
You're gonna have a little panini.
Yeah, press that shit up. It's panini time, baby.
Press it up. Since we're talking about snacks, I do want to talk about ice cream. I have tried, I think, all of them, maybe? Not all of them, but I've tried a lot of like the keto or healthier ice creams. Enlightened, Halo Top, Rebel, Killer Creamery. I did not like Halo Top ice cream. I don't know if I got the wrong flavor or what, but it tasted very like icy. Enlightened almost has like a weird gooey texture.
So who has the best ice cream?
Rebel, for sure. Hands down, Rebel ice cream has the best.
Name the flavor.
Vanilla.
Vanilla?
Or peanut butter fudge, yeah.
Fucking rookie.
So now I'm gonna move on to foundation, and I'm gonna be using my Makeup Forever Ultra HD. Perfect, everyday, light wear, easy to apply foundation. You could do super light coverage with it. You could build it up with a little bit more coverage if you want. I'll typically do just an even layer all over the face and then build up more coverage in areas that I want it. So we're gonna go ahead and do that today. I'm gonna apply it with a brush and then pounce it in with a sponge. So newest update for me is my hair, kind of. I don't know if you guys can tell. I just went and got it done like 2 days ago, and I'm in the process of phasing out of platinum officially. We're doing it slowly, gradually. I'm also growing my hair out at the same time. So the goal is to go from, you know, the platinum blunt bob to a medium length. It's called like a shag cut, kind of. What?
Really?
I think that's what it's called.
Shag?
So when I did my hair for a photo shoot, we put in extensions to give my hair a little bit of length. Not a lot of length, but a little bit of length and some volume. And I loved it. And ever since then, I'm like, okay, next time, or when I'm ready to change my hair, that's what I want to do. So it was like to here-ish and just really full, lots of layers, like probably like from here to here. So that is like the goal right now. Okay, so now I am just kind of blending this down onto the neck, buffing, buffing, buffing. I just love the finish of this foundation. Like it just doesn't get old, you know? So I kind of just buff it in with a brush and then I come in and pounce it in. And I feel like this gives it a really nice finish when you finish it off with a sponge. Aren't these earrings cute?
Very cute.
Little stars. And then I'll just do a little bit of extra coverage right here. I don't necessarily need to bring it like up in here because I'm still gonna do my concealer anyway. So just tap on a little bit more and then pounce it out. I feel like growing out a blunt cut is kind of hard, or adding extensions into a blunt cut.
Do you have a timeline for when you'll be grown out?
I think in 8 months.
8 fucking months.
8 months. Okay, so I did redo all my extensions. I talked about it on IG stories. I just have them in the side right now, but I got some questions like, why didn't you just leave the extensions longer instead of cutting them basically to blend in with my hair now? A blunt cut is really hard to like blend out with extensions to make it longer. You need to use a lot of extensions. And I just didn't really want to have like that many extensions in for just a little bit of length, you know? So it's pretty much the same length as my hair now, and I'm just waiting until my hair actually grows out a little bit more before I start texturizing it. So right now my hair is to like here, and I want it to get to like here before I start adding layers into it. So I'm just trying to grow it all out one length still, basically. But you know what? I got it out. I got the platinum out of my system successfully. We did that. I don't know if you guys remember in a video that I did, what was it, like maybe a month or 2 ago? I kind of touched on how I was like losing a lot of hair, like thinning, and it kept going. It kept going, it kept going. My hair thinned out a lot, and it definitely like affected me. And it was kind of something like, I don't even know if I want to talk about it, because sometimes it's like talking about something like that, while I know everybody means well, sometimes you get so much like advice and opinions, it gets a little bit overwhelming. And for me, I'm pretty sure it was because of stress, like a stressful thing that I went through a few months ago. That's usually how my body handles stress, is like hair loss, all from my head, which is awesome. It's not like, you know, the worst thing that could happen, but it's frustrating for sure.
Has that stopped?
Yeah, so the hair loss has stopped, and it was literally like in the shower, it would be like handfuls of hair every single day that I washed it. It happened to me last year once, but it's happened to me several times. I think it started in high school. I used to have like a lot of hair, which is crazy to me to think about. But in high school, I lost, like my ponytail used to be like that big, and then it just like shrunk down to that, and never knew what happened. I did blood tests. It's just crazy. Like there's so many reasons why something like that can happen, but it's starting to grow back in. I can see my little mohawk coming back in, which is so exciting.
It's here for the mohawk.
Yay! But I started taking hair vitamins, which I have never done because I'm very, very, I guess apprehensive is the right word. Is that the right word that I'm looking for?
Yeah, it's a good word.
Apprehensive for taking like supplements and stuff. So these ones were recommended to me from a couple different people. I'm not gonna say what they are because I don't know if they work yet, but I've been taking them every day for like 2.5-ish weeks. They taste terrible, which gives me hope
That must be good.
I'll let you guys know if it works. I took before photos of my hair. If I feel like, oh my gosh, it's growing in crazy, I'll let you guys know about the supplements. And this is the Pat McGrath powder. I've been using this.
You're all about that shit, dude.
I am. This is the shade Light Medium 2. I just like how like soft it makes my under eyes look. And I like the tone because it's not like extremely bright. You know what I mean? But I feel like it's brightening without being like overly bright. Have you ever had hair loss, John? Or you just have perfect hair all the time?
It's a struggle that I deal with. It's too much hair.
Too much hair.
It's something I deal with, but I deal with it in silence.
You deal with it. I'm not the right person to complain to about that, huh?
No.
No.
I understand that you're not the right audience.
No. And for the lower lash line, I just take a little bit of Maverick and dust it lightly under here. You know, I have a question for you guys because I know so many people swear by Olaplex, the shampoo, conditioner, treatment. I had to stop using it because it was like really drying out my hair. And I got the shampoo, I got the conditioner, and I was using the treatment once a week. And once I stopped using it and switched shampoo and conditioners, I felt like my hair got so much healthier, like so much less dry. And I'm just wondering if anybody else has had that experience because so many people recommended to me that I use Olaplex and I'm like, okay, yeah, let's do it. And then I had to stop using it. Oh, something else exciting. Hey, who gets their Invisalign attachments taken off on Monday?
Dang, dude.
This girl, can you believe it? The last, I would say, until I went on to tray 14, between trays 10 and 14 were probably the worst for me. Kept cutting the inside of my lip, and I felt like I had a hole in my lip for like 4 weeks straight. Have you ever heard me complain more in my life?
No comment.
No comment.
What's the post situation? So you wear a retainer?
I think there's a couple different options. I know you can get the permanent retainer, which is like they put like a metal bracket like on the inside, or you can wear basically like a tray or retainer every night. I didn't really, sometimes I would notice like in a picture here and there, like, oh, I can tell my teeth are different from like a profile shot. But when I saw those stories that I had posted from months ago, I noticed a difference in my 4 front teeth. They were definitely like more crowded, and now I feel like my smile has kind of broadened and opened up a little bit.
It's not a myth. It works.
Yeah, it actually does work. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, okay? I did not wear them for 22 hours a day.
Did they say like where you were on the spectrum of needing like this though? Like were you bad? Were you like a medium case?
I had fairly minor corrections that I needed. It definitely wasn't like, you know, I didn't have to be on it for 18 months. When did I put them in?
Also, everybody's timing is different.
Yeah. That would be nice, huh?
Very nice, especially with the shirt.
Yeah, so I mean, everybody is different for how long, you know, they have to be on it for. I don't know, I'd have to go back and check my files.
There's no way to know.
To see when I started it, but I would say maybe like 5 months feels right. It definitely fully changes your daily routine type stuff, so it's challenging for sure. I'm very excited to have them off, and when I saw when I first got them on, I could barely talk. Like, I felt like it was pushing my top lip out so much because of the corrections that I needed on here that I could barely, remember you were like making fun of me because I was like this?
Yep.
When I would try to close my mouth, I'd be like, but it's so much better now when I have them in, which is not super often. I'm gonna do a little bit of highlighter, which I typically haven't been lately. This is the Bareminerals Free Endless Glow Highlighter. I'm gonna apply this with my sponge. So tomorrow, just so you guys are ready, I'm filming my favorite workout gear. Gear, leggings, everything that I love to work out in. Oh wow, that looks really good. Right? I'm still like loving working out, which luck I'm happy about. Like at least I still have that in my system. Like I love going to the gym when I'm, you know, when I'm stressed out or when I feel like a lot of tension in my body, working out helps me a lot personally. Like just the other day, it was like 3 o'clock in the afternoon and I was like, I need to go run sprints right now. I have to get out of here. I need to go do this. And I felt so much better. But also at the same time, I'm like, wow, I'm really stressed right now. Where is the tube of cookie dough? But yeah, that video is going to be coming pretty soon, which I'm pretty excited about filming. Also, like my thoughts on Gymshark and how I feel about their stuff.
Tea.
Are you wearing Gymshark right now, John?
I'm wearing Lululemon
John's
all head to toe.
John's a Lululemon girl. All right, so lip liner, I'm doing Keep It Spicy from LA Girl. Whenever I put mascara on my bottom lashes, I'm like legitimately afraid to move. You guys, we have do you guys remember, did you see our last vlog that we did with the dog training vlog? We had Steve, who's Pack Leader Dogs on Instagram, come and help us out just with like basic training with Zoe and Turbo. This was before we had Mikey. So he is from Jersey and he is back in town today. Okay, I'm gonna try this out. I like the color a lot. This is the Too Faced Peach Puff Diffused, which, you know, I love the word diffused right now.
It's very hot.
It's very hot. Matte lip color in the shade Peachin' to the Choir.
Cute.
I knew you were gonna like that. It's got this little situation on here. So we're gonna diffuse. Oh wow, that's a cute color. Plan for the dogs today? Well, he's gonna meet Mikey and I'm sure there's gonna be something there.
That should take a whole day.
I love this combination. And you know what? I was planning on keeping this look totally matte, but I feel like my inner corner just needs a little finishing. I think I'm gonna go with the highlight because Sassy in the palette is pretty bright and I don't want it to stand out like crazy. So I'm gonna use the Bareminerals highlight and just kind of, just a little bit, the finisher, if you will. We're feeling these sleeves. Honestly, I'm gonna call the police. All right, and this is the finished look for today, which I love. The lip combination is giving me everything that I needed in this whole life. It's so perfect, these two things together. Anyway, you guys, I hope you had fun hanging out with us. Just some chit chat up in the room, which I love doing. It's almost like a podcast makeup tutorial.
It's a podcast tutorial.
Maybe if you guys like wanna hear other things that we can talk about.
Leave comments in the description box. No. Leave a comment of the next topic.
Leave a comment if you guys want us to talk about anything else in future tutorial videos. I feel like it kind of like keeps me in the groove too. It's fun.
You're welcome.
Yeah. And I like watching it. Every time he goes to talk, he like leans in like this. It's so...
Well, it gets louder when I do that.
It's so
better
extra.
when you're close up to the microphone.
So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video and thank you so much for watching.
Deuces. That's a reaction.
A reaction?
Reaction.
It's like a double-edged sword, I would say. A two-headed snake.
Catch 22.
I'm totally out of focus. There we go.